Well, hello everybody out there in Internet Land. This is Chris from MajorLegacy.com with another exciting episode of Topher's Vlog. We're back at Universal Orlando Resort today. You might notice differences. First and foremost, you could actually see my face, out at the parks. And also, I've trimmed up the old beard there. I decided to do a little bit of a reset. This just means that I will not shave again for another year, so do not get used to it. But it is what it is. You might also notice that I am right now I am maskless. Of course. All the parks around here have sort of relaxed a lot of their safety guidelines, including you no longer have to wear a mask when you're outdoors. You do have to continue to wear a mask when you go into the ride queues. The moment you enter the ride queue and go into the restaurants and shop and so on and so forth. I will still be wearing a mask when I am walking about. That is just how I'm going to roll. I have made that decision. That is something that I will still practice. Right now I am sort of sitting off into a corner, kind of away from people, so I do not feel nervous about not wearing my mask right now, but it is kind of a weird feeling because since I've really been starting the vlogs, the in-park vlogs, I should say, from last year, I've always had a mask on, so it's kind of a weird feeling, but it is what it is. But yeah, so we've got some stuff to see today. There's some stuff over in the studios that we need to take a look at, stuff over at the new Dreamworks meet and greet, which I had alluded to earlier. It is a little windy today, so please forgive some of the wind sounds you may hear, but we are also going to once again try to get on the VelociCoaster again. It is right now currently listed at a 90-minute wait, and then we're going to try to do Hagrid's. Hagrid's is currently at a 60-minute wait, so we have a lot of stuff to do today. Let's not waste any time. Let's have some fun. Hear that wind, the mighty, mighty wind. This is going to be a fun day. Here is today's look. The crowds down Production Central. Despicable Me is at a 40-minute wait. And Senior Shrek is... What is Shrek at? What is Shrek at? Come on, Shrek. 30 minutes. 30 minutes. That sign is broken. We've got a standee. I also find it interesting that they are selling express passes at the entrance. So it's interesting. Looks like they're trying to push the express again with more people coming out. We're getting to Memorial Day, of course. COVID restrictions are becoming a little bit less, so it is what it is. But good times. But we're gonna move on. Still no opening announced, or opening date I should say announced, for the Jurassic World tribute store, so it is still in coming soon status. There you go. Here's a brief look down in New York. See some of the crowds. Looks like the extended queues for The Mummy have finally been taken away. The ones that go all the way down to the streets with social distancing no longer 6 feet at 3 feet. It is what it is. Finnegan's. We'll go back into Finnegan's at some point, probably closer to we get to Horror Nights time. As I've said in the past, I have severely cut down my drinking because of my diverticulitis. I do occasionally still partake, but not as much as I used to, so especially when I'm walking around the parks and it's hot out. There's the wind. I try to stay hydrated so I don't get any flare-ups, as it were, but we will eventually have an adult beverage or two. Just not today. I miss Finnegan's. There was a period where I would go in there just to order soda or water just to say hi to all our Finnegan friends. They would be highly confused. They would always try to grab my drink of choice when I first walked up to the bar, but when I say, no, I would like a Diet Coke, please. They were highly confused. So we will eventually go back into Finnegan's. Of course, we have all the summer offerings, Universal summer offerings here. Food trucks are going strong. Good times. What a Cigar City and all these food trucks are. So, if you're a fan of Cigar City, a lot of options here. It has started to drizzle out here. That's fun. Perfect timing here. Just like that, it has stopped raining. It is still breezy as fuck out here, but we have our weekly hype check on the Men in Black tent, and all is currently good. So we can move on. It's nice and cool out here now. So Five O's Playland has officially opened, or reopened, I should say. It was closed, just like Camp Jurassic, once they reopened for the pandemic. But it is back open. So there's that little water play area there. Some slides. I think that water slide is open. It is. The little kids' water slide is indeed open. So yeah, Five O's Playland is open. So for a couple weeks now, we've been keeping an eye on the former Barney area. They were here last week and they started putting up this blue truss here and some other little things around the courtyard. There's the Spirit sequel, got the Trolls, got whatever that is. But I had alluded to that it was gonna, this would more likely be a meet and greet, and it will be a meet and greet, sort of an advanced meet and greet, interactive meet and greet, I guess. The former Barney Kids play area was in those doors. So Dreamworks Destination is what this will be. So we've got all the Dreamworks characters, or I guess the popular ones. So we got Shrek. Never seen Madagascar, I don't know what their names are. We got the Trolls, the Penguins, the Angelina Jolie Tiger, and Poe from Kung Fu Panda, all around the arch right here. So no official date has been given for this, but it will be open this summer. I think it's what Universal said on their Twitter page. So very interesting. They put this up rather quickly. Yeah, Barney was just closed not too long ago, so if they keep this up for Horror Nights, instead of Barney, we'll be going through the creepy Dreamworks Half Moon character archway to get to the house back here. So no more Barney, but Dreamworks characters everywhere. Yay! I'm sure Spielberg is happy. So as long as Spielberg is happy, we're happy. Right, Poe? So that's going to do it for our loop around Universal Studios Florida. We're now going to head over to Alice Adventure and see if we can get on the VelociCoaster. The wait time says 40 minutes. Don't exactly know why it dropped from 90 to 40. That might mean the ride is broken down again. That was our luck last week. We'll see how that goes. It looks like it's going to pour, so we might not even get a chance to ride it today because of the rain. We'll see how that goes, but the other goal is also to get on Hagrid's or something else. If we don't get on Hagrid's, we'll try to get on Spider-Man, something like that, but we'll see how it goes. But anyway, let's continue on. So with the mask mandates lifted out in the open, of course the view rest areas are no longer required. This was the one by the Iowa Lagoon. Rest in peace. Hopefully we never have to use you again, even though I am still wearing a mask. Hopefully we don't have to bring those out anytime soon. But here we are. There she is. Still says 40 minutes. I do see the extended queue, people walking in the extended queue, so we'll see how that goes. But it still says 40 minutes, so we'll see. Calgary's also says 40 minutes, so we might get lucky here. Not going to waste too much time before we go over. But the trains are running, so that's good. Hopefully it stays operational for today. So last week, Snook's Stickers was closed. Yeah, the construction wall is up. It is back open, and Honk Honkers is once again closed. Honk Honkers is usually closed, but it was open briefly while Snookers candy store was getting a little bit of an update, but now Honk Honkers is in its natural resting state. Alright, so the line is open. They don't have any people actually blocking anybody up here today, so everyone's just kind of walking in. So we'll get in line. Hopefully it stays open this time. The wait time still says 60 minutes, so we'll see. There it goes. So we'll see. Alright. We're going in. It doesn't look like the extent of the queue is that far back yet, so maybe we'll get a little bit lucky. They got the flames on today. So that's good. Getting ready for that June 10th grand opening. Good times. We basically just opened this back half of the queue, so we are in the extended queue. So that's fun. It took us about 25 minutes or so to get to this point.
I'll take it from here. Let's get you ready to enter the paddock with real live raptors.
To be day here at Universal Orlando Resort.
Attention.
About 40 minutes to get to the locker, so
Before
40
placing it in the
minutes.
locker.
So we are off the ride. It was great, as usual. Got some stuff to talk about that I'll talk about when it is a little bit quieter and outside the store. Things were not super swell in there. Got some stuff going on outside the front of the Discovery Center. So we are back in the belly of Blue 2, as it were. Kind of a little bit of a quick day out here. Interesting day, of course, with some of the restrictions, the little mask thing and stuff. I'll get to that in a minute. Like I said earlier, when I was walking around, I still had my mask on. Only in a few different instances when I was away from people did I take it off. It is what it is. So the VelociCoaster, we successfully made it on the VelociCoaster. Last week, of course, it broke down. Hagrid's we had trouble with last week. Of course, we had trouble with Hagrid's again this week. We'll talk about that in a minute. But waited in the regular line, of course, took about an hour to get through the line of, get up to the locker situation. When I got to lockers, I forgot to unclip my little sanitizer thing here from my pants. Because it is secure around the belt loop, but and I tried to get the guy to let me go, whatever. And I was like, fine. So I got to put it back in your locker. Okay, cool. And then I was concerned because I was like, can I even get back in there with this? Like, he's like, no, it's all day thing. You're fine. So go back in, put it in the locker. Go back into the metal detectors, and of course the metal detectors go off again because I still have my lanyard on. I do have a pin on here, but I went off. So the guy was like, we got to put the lanyard in your locker. And I said, well, I've never had an issue. I've done this a couple times already, and they don't have an issue with the lanyards. They just say to stick it in your shirt. It is what it is. So that went back and forth for a little bit because I said, well, my park ticket's on here and I got to get back into my locker. So he's like, well, put the ticket in your pocket. And I was like, well, doesn't that defeat the whole purpose of taking stuff out of your pocket on the ride? I'm not going to, but no. So we kind of went back and forth for a little bit, but then they let me through. Of course, I had to go back out and through the metal detectors again. And it went off, and everyone gave me dirty looks or whatever, but it is what it is. So when I got on the ride, I was riding single riders, of course, and a guy next to me sat down, took his mask off, and one of the ladies came over and said, "You put the mask back on." So he put the mask back on, and like the second the train started moving, he took his mask off. So I was expecting stuff like that to happen today because of the no masks are required anymore when you're walking around. I wasn't expecting to have all the shenanigans with the metal detector stuff, but it is what it is. We did get a chance to ride the VelociCoaster, so that's cool. I sat in the third row. It was the closest I've sat so far to the front. The previous times I have ridden the ride, it's always been towards the back. The front was cool, or towards the front was cool. You kind of feel when you go over the top hat, the sort of stall as you're waiting for the back end of the train to catch up with you to go over, which was really interesting. Because for a second there, you kind of feel like you're not going to make it and make it over the crest of the hill, but you do. So that was fun. Good ride. Aside from the metal detectors, Hagrid's. When I walked by Hagrid's, when I got off, it was down. When I was walking towards the exit, it came back up, and it was a 75-minute wait. And it's getting close to 5 o'clock, so like I've alluded to before, I have to fight I-4 traffic to get home. So I decided to not partake in Hagrid's. So next time we come, we will definitely hit Hagrid's first, because I really want to do Hagrid's. I haven't done that in a long time. And it's time to do Hagrid's. But we got to ride the VelociCoaster again. Yay, after last week's breakdowns and stuff. So that's good. But anyway, we also saw the new Dreamworks stuff, the new Dreamworks sort of interactive meet and greet area. The construction of that's going on over there, so that's cool. So that's going to do it for us out here today. We will, of course, be back next week, as usual, and we will do Hagrid's. As usual, everybody, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys next time.